Hello, hi everybody. I know you guys been asking me for a while to do a tutorial how to make the predator mask out of foam, and now I'm finally gonna do it because I've just been so busy with making my own things, and now I'm opening myself up for you guys. So I'm going to show you how to make that with that, which is basically upholstery foam. The tools you need is a correction knife, little bladey thing, some scissors, and a nice little saw. It's a saw, yes it is. You're gonna need a saw. You need to cut it down to size. Now, basically, how I made this guy was I cut. I mean, you can't really see the seams because that's, you really got to put it together good. What I did was cut this guy basically into three pieces, which you see, which I'll show you, demonstrate. From here around and to the bottom of the jaw, this is all one piece. That's one piece. Now, from his cheekbone all the way around the back of his head to right here is another piece. And then the top of his head where his eyebrows is another piece. So basically that's three pieces. When you do this right and you put it all together, which I'll show you later, you have the basic form or whatever. You can go on to add, this roll later on the dreadlocks, the mandibles. You can go and add those later. But basically, what I'm going to show you guys how to do is how to, get the basic shape of the predator's head, and then you'll just go on and add, the facial structures. But I'm just going to show you guys in this tutorial how to cut the foam and how to get that basic shape. Alright, so let's set the camera down. All you need, you can either use a glue gun or what my personal favorite is, contact cement, which tends to hold the foam pretty good. Well, actually really good. So you guys can either go down to a hardware store. It costs like, how much did it cost? It cost about $3.99, which is going to be $4 and change. But it's not that bad, but it holds pretty good. It comes at a nice amount for you to do all your projects with. That's basically what I've been using. So let's set the camera down and let's see. Yeah, you can pretty much see something, but not good enough. Let's see if we can prop this up a little higher so you can actually see what I'm doing. There we go. I think that's good enough. Can you guys see? I guess you guys can see me pretty good. Okay. What you want to do is get a permanent marker. Any kind of permanent marker, I guess, will do for this kind of a job. What you want to do is get your foam, and you just want to basically sketch out the parts that you're going to need, as I was telling you. Since the back of the head is such a long part, what you want to do is get a nice big chunk and cut it in half. It was so flexible and it can move, and I really didn't have the money for the latex. So this stuff is upholstery foam is pretty cheap. You can get about a sheet of it, a nice big sheet actually, from art supply store or arts and crafts store, something like that, something that has fabrics and materials, for about $7.99 a sheet. Or a big sheet like this will probably cost a little bit more, 14 or 21. But you can see, your result if you do it right. So okay, now I have my two sheets. So now I'm going to start tracing the parts that I need. Like I said before, the back of the head is probably the longest piece because it has to go around your whole head. And I'm not sure you guys can see what I'm doing from this angle. see if I can move the camera, or at least pop it up just a little bit higher because you guys need to see what I am doing. Grab some of these DVDs, put them there, and put the camera there. How about now? I think, yeah, there we go. I think you guys can see me now. Alright, now what you want to do is start tracing your shapes. Now, the first, oh, almost had an accident. The first shape we're going to trace is, you know, the main dome piece, this huge forehead piece. So let's start tracing that onto the foam. I'll use this piece. I'll use this piece here, since it's not so small, but it's not so big either. So what you want to do is just draw a nice ovalish shape onto this thing here. Since his head is not overly massive, but is not exactly small either. Now, what you're basically going to do is just draw all the shapes that you need first, cut them out, and then start adding detail. Because when you try to add detail too early, you wind up messing it up, as I found out the hard way. So what you want to do is just basically draw your shapes. Basically, that's the predators. The eyebrows are going to go here. That's the back of the head, the middle, and then you can do whatever detail or scar you want later. See, if I put it next to it, and then compare the two, see, that's basically the shape that you are going to need for the predator's head. Basically the shape you're going to need. You can trim that down or do whatever you want to it later, but yeah. Let's cut this shape out and show our viewers. I think you can use the scissors now, because it is thin enough to use the scissors with. The foam is just, I mean, the saw is just to cut down, you know, the bigger pieces. So now that we have this assembled, crap. I jammed my thumb playing basketball, and cutting is getting kind of difficult. This one here, it kind of hurts. So now you have your main forehead thingamajiggy piece. Okay, that piece is out of the way. Now what we want to do is cut out the main mouthpiece. Now that piece is supposed to be an awkward shape. You want to cut it not in a closed position, but an open position, because the thing that you're going to be using to open it, when it opens, is going to be in a perfect position. But if you cut it in a closed position, when it opens, the foam has a tendency to rip. So, okay, the mouthpiece, which is not the biggest piece. Okay, this piece here, right here, that piece, the mouthpiece right there. You want to cut that. I'll show you what it's shaped like in a second. It should be shaped like, if we draw it from the side angle, it should be shaped like this. That's how it should be shaped, basically, an open position. Then when you cut it out, you'll put it like that. You'll put the clip in back of it, and as soon as you put it, that clip will close it. So it's already in an open position, so you don't have any problem with it ripping. But with the ripping, I'll explain later.